Hello and welcome everyone. We are back. Today we are going to be playing the Burbs, but real quick before we play them, I am just setting down some stuff in a few of these lots. A few of the replaced lots didn't have like the sim blender and stuff in them, so I'm just setting those down real quick. Sim blender and where should we put the bat box? We'll just put it up here. But yeah, I'm just setting those down so that we have them. Oh, we should probably get an ACR in here too. Actually, you know what? We'll put, sorry. I'll just put all of those little miscellaneous ones where they're kind of out of the way for now. Okay. This is the pool. This is the redone pool. It's so pretty. It's got a workout area, and upstairs it's got like massage. It's got a sauna room. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Anyways, we got that. So we're gonna kind of get to see some of the community lots that I put down. We're just doing the ones in Pleasant View today, because I don't think that the Burbs who are playing today are gonna go like to downtown or anything. So at least not at this point. So for right now, I'm just getting, so that was the pool and then the two main streets and the park and the library, because they don't have all of the setup stuff, because I need all of the setup stuff, otherwise we have little glitches. Also, I uninstalled and reinstalled OBS or OSB, OBS. And so hopefully that means that all of those glitches that I was having are done. Now I have had a few frame dropping and stuff, but I think we're good. I think, because my internet has been fine, so that's the only thing I could think of, is it's something to do with OBS. And I'm hoping that uninstalling and reinstalling it will have fixed that. Now, let's put down some more stuff. So let's do ACR, sim blender, and visitor controller. We'll put where should we? We'll put it there. And then bat box, because as we saw with the Pleasants, we don't want things glitching out and I'm not able to fix them. So we'll just put that there. And we've got all of those in. And then we'll get the other two. The park's going to be interesting about where we put stuff. I think the park was also where I had to fix some wallpaper. Because like I said, when I downloaded some of these lots, for whatever reason, there are certain ones that like wallpaper and stuff didn't get put down. And I think that they're the ones that required SimStory, which I thought I put incorrectly from the little download link they had, but I honestly could not tell you. But we can just, slap some paint down ourselves. It's fine. I don't mind. But I'm just going to, again, plop everything down. These builds, again, are really pretty. A Hecticana worm, I think it's how it, or I don't remember. If you watch my YouTube, it has the creator's name, because I want to give them credit. Unless I'm looking at the name directly, I cannot tell you how to pronounce their username on Tumblr, like for the life of me. I have to like sound it every time, because it's one of those unique Tumblr names that we've all had, I think. I know that my OG, not my Sims 2 Tumblr, because I do have one, which is just MissCoraMay, I believe, and it has my Sims stuff on it for my personal mini Uberhood. As I call this a mini Uberhood because it doesn't have everything in it, but my personal one that I'm playing in my spare time, I've been updating kind of what's going on there, and it isn't as chaotic as this one, but it has some moments. Like this one, I mean, again, we have Nina trying to befriend Cassie, so that's interesting. And then we've got Daniel's whole thing, and Dawn, and all those men, and they're all those guys. Anyways, yes, here's some wallpaper. It's a cute little bakery. Let's do this cute little floral wallpaper for it. Yeah, I think that's cute. And then we will put down, oh, I guess this could be owned as a business by a Sim if I wanted to at one point, because it's got the business sign. All right, put these down. And then where can we put, there are some tables in here. I'm just gonna steal the light off this one and put that there, and then we'll put that back here. Oh, and they also need some floor in here. I almost missed that. Yeah, that looks cute. And then is there anything else that needs to be, I think that's it. Yeah, okay. Just the library, and then we will start the burbs who are in the suburbs. And yes, I know that pun is terrible, but I thought it was funny. I should have put playing the burbs in the suburbs, but I like what I put. Nah, it's fine. Okay, nope, that's just what we did. We're going to Pleasant View Park, or Public Library. Oh my goodness. It's a Monday. It's definitely a Monday. I am having trouble with my words apparently today, but we're gonna just push through that. Let's see here. Let's put, oh, and then I wanted to put hacked computers down as well. So let's go over here and put down some hacked computers. And we'll put down our other stuff. Actually, this is perfect. We can take that and replace it with our bat box. And then ACR, we'll just put, maybe we'll put on the other side. Okay, let's just first put down these computers, and then I'll find a spot for everything. Actually, what I'm going to do, I think, is we'll get rid of this over here. And then I'm going to just put in like a little reading nook. I don't disable building music. The music might be because I have it turned down. Let me see. Let me turn this. Oh, actually, let me do that. And let me turn this up. Let's see if it'll be a little louder now. No. I didn't want to do. Shoot. Okay, let me do that, and then we'll load back into the library. No, I had the music down because before the music was too loud, so you couldn't hear me over it. So I think, yeah, now it's higher. And we'll go back into the library. No, it's okay. No, I did that before because before it was like super, super loud. And I think this is maybe a better balance. But I like the building music. I don't want it to like not be able to hear me. Because I know that can be like hard to. But we'll go back in here real quick. And this is a quick little thing. Let's just, in here, we're going to just get rid of these ones. And then I'm going to put like a little reading corner with a little bookshelf over here, and then put down my other plant. Oop, no, I just want to grab the plant. I just want the vase. And we'll put down, actually, we'll just replace this with this. We'll put this here. We'll put this over here. And then just spent a couple of shifts putting music and playlist on YouTube, just the original. Yeah, I like The Sims. The Sims building music is actually really calming and peaceful. I really enjoy it. Honestly, the Sims 2 soundtrack is just really good. It's surprising considering that, like, I don't think that the soundtrack was something that they were super focused on. Maybe they were more focused than I thought, but some of these songs are really good. I do find it funny, though, that how many of them on the radio are like these very popular songs that they got into Simlish. But I like the Sims 2 building music. I like the Sims 1 building music too. It's very nostalgic. I do not like building though in the Sims 1. Honestly, building in the Sims 1 gives me stress. I'm gonna remove these ones because yeah. And let's put another chair over here. And I saw this, a cotton sock did this, and I kind of wanted to do this. I want to have a jobs board in here as well. Actually, let's move this plant over here and then put the jobs board over here. Because that way they can go to 2 separate lots to look for jobs. Now I have to remember where the jobs board is. I think it's in decorations. Ah, here it is. Yeah, The Sims 1 can be kind of eerie as well, but I really I think it's, for me, more of the nostalgia factor than anything else. I do not know why there are all these vases down. I don't know what they're default replacing, but... Or not default replacing, but replacing that's missing, but I'm gonna just... I think they're probably cars or something that I don't have. But I'm just going to remove them. Looks like I got all of them. All right. Now, is there anything that we need to do downstairs? No, we got all that. That looks good. Yeah, okay. Yes, we want to save. So, now that we've got all of that stuff down, that means that all of the lots in Pleasant View have the sim blenders and the bat box and all of this. Yeah, the public library is really cool. I did not build it. I just did a little reno on it, replacing some stuff, as you just saw. It's on Mod The Sims. It's literally just called the Pleasant View Public Library. If you just look up library on Mod The Sims, it's the first one that comes up. I do not build well in The Sims 2, so I did not build anything. I default replaced, though, a lot of stuff. But I do sometimes switch up interiors, especially like as the Sims families grow and stuff. You sometimes need to. But today, we are playing with the Burbs. We are back with the Burbs, the very loving, wholesome family, which is good to have because we like having the wholesome Burbs after Pleasance and all of their uniqueness. All right, so, oh yeah. And when we left, Jennifer is trying to make friends with AJ Loner, which I think is a good idea because they both work together. Lucy's trying to make friends, I think, with Hall Cap, because she wants to make friends with him. And John wants to have a baby, so hopefully they'll have a baby, although, yeah, yeah, I'm going to have to either add on to this house or we're going to have to move them to another house. Because we can fit baby stuff in here, but once the kid gets older, and with the Burbs, they usually have 3 to 4 kids, and I cut them off after 4. I always cut them off because I cannot do that many kids. But we're going to have to either add on like over here, or get them a new house. I think we'll just try and add on. I mean, this area could be turned into another room too. Either way. I wanted to also, while we were here, I'm going to have John take care of these, but I'm going to take out these trees and I'm going to make a little like garden area, I think, here once he's gotten rid of all the leaves. This, though, does get his nature hobby up. So, Jennifer, like I said, is working on AJ Loner because she wants to get a friend because she needs, I think, a friend. She needs 4 friends for a promotion. Plus, she needs 3 logic and 2 cleaning. We're probably going to have to add some items because I don't think... No, they do have a chess table. Do they have a bookcase? Do they not have a bookcase? Seriously. Huh, okay. I then am going to replace this with a bookcase. I did not realize they didn't have a bookcase in here. Oops. Okay, Lucy, I'm going to have you stop for just a minute and answer the phone. Ooh, she made friends with him anyway, so we're all good. No, not right now. Why don't you guys play Red Hands? Since she wants to play something and she desperately needs fun. Jennifer made friends with AJ. Awesome. She's then going to say goodbye to AJ and take care of her needs. Use the bathroom, and then she wants to have some fun. Let's have her watch some TV. John, how are you doing? Ooh, his energy. I'm just going to have him finish up with those leaves, hopefully. And Lucy, you also are going to say goodbye to your little friend, and then you can go to bed. Yeah, it's everyone in the household. So Jennifer should now have 2. Yeah, she needs 2 more because Lucy making friends with Hal counts as well. So it's just overall they have to have so many friends in the household. John, I don't think, has anyone that he's... Yeah, he doesn't have any friends yet. He has met Darren, though. Maybe we'll commit him make him friends with Darren eventually. I think that could be nice. And then John, once you're done with those, I'm going to let you go to bed too, because you are also very tired. And then Jen, why don't you go pay the bills? And then Lucy's homework is out here. I'm going to move it inside so I don't forget about it. Okay, pay all bills. And then Jen, why don't you also real quick help out with this before I send you to bed. Go sleep in pajamas. Hello. We are playing the Burbs today. How are you? Yeah, the Burbs are usually a very wholesome and fun family. The only problem I ever have with them is sometimes they have too many young children at once. Because Jen, I don't know how, but she notoriously has twins for me. Which she doesn't have a twins token, as far as I know. And like, she doesn't have, and I don't think John has the, yeah, I made sure not to get the twins thing, but I can almost guarantee that they'll give me twins. Well, that's what I think too. Yeah, maybe it's Daniel's genes. He passes on the twin genetics. All right. We're going to speed this up. Jen's going to finish throwing that stuff away and then go to bed. And so we're going to save real quick. Lucy's room is really cute. This build, I believe this one is by Frittana on Tumblr. I'm pretty sure this one's a Frittana. It's Frittana or Plumtails. I can't remember who. Okay. Let them sleep, and then when they get up, we'll take care of everyone's needs, and then Lucy, once she's got all her needs and stuff taken care of, she'll do her homework. Oh, John wants to be best friends with Lucy. I'm going to lock that in. I think that's cute. Okay, John, you're well rested. Why don't you get up and get ready for the day? Lucy, you also, and then do your homework. And Jennifer, when you get up, why don't you serve some cereal for us? And John, when you get up, eat. Lucy, actually, I'm going to have her eat, then do her homework. Lucy wants to watch a movie, get a skill point, get an A+ on her report card, do her homework. Jennifer wants to earn money, get a skill point, buy a car, become best friends with AJ, go to work, purchase community lot. I don't think we're going to purchase a community lot, Jennifer, just because you guys don't have the money for that right now and you need to save up for a remodel or a new house. John wants a baby, be best friends with Lucy, cleaning level 2, skill point, fireflies, flirt. He does need a cleaning skill point, so after he eats, I'm going to get him that cleaning skill point. And then Lucy, after she does her homework, I'll let her watch a movie. Ooh, Jen, let's have you put leftovers away and clean up. And watch a children's movie about fairies. I feel like Lucy would like that. And then she can get her fun up before school, so she's not completely depleted when she gets home. Because I know that sometimes happens. Let's see here. John's still hungry after eating that cereal. Maybe I should have had him grab a second bowl. Ooh, he got that point though. That cleaning point, which means he should be able to... No, wait, he needs a friend. John's... Oh, there it says. First thing there, I'm like, where's his carpool? Jen is a little sloppy. Is she? Yeah, she is. I just had her clean up because she was the only one not doing something. Oh, they did have a bookcase. They had a bookcase right here, and I completely missed it. They had two bookcases right here, because this is also a bookcase. Oh my goodness. And I just added another one over there. Maybe we'll replace then this bookcase back with a musical instrument. Why don't we do the violin, though, because I think the person that likes music in this house, I'm pretty sure is Jen. Yeah, according to my spreadsheet, Jen, that's her hobby. And I don't see her as someone that's going to use the little techno speaker thing. Personally, I think she'd be more of a piano player, but they do not have room for a piano. This house is not big enough for that. But, again, they might get a bigger house. Lucy, oh, there we go. And now we just wait for everyone to get... Okay. John is called substitute for Ms. Morrington, who has won Teacher of the Year award past 3 years. But intimidated, takes a deep breath around his classroom. He pulls children down from the ceiling, demands to know what's going on. Presentation never actually taught, but she just bribed the children with candy and falsifies report cards. Has a lot of power in the school. Yeah, I think he'd report... Elementary school. Oh, he gets promoted. Woot woot. He'll probably be a much better teacher. He won't bribe him. So he got that. So he's now an elementary school teacher. Awesome. Why don't we, John, have you just finish this up? I know. I say that we're going to wait for everyone to get home, and then he gets a chance card. But the chance card got him promoted and that's good, because otherwise he would need to get... Oh, and now he needs to get 3 more friends, but that is fine. He got a nice bonus too, so woot woot. I'm just going to speed through him doing this. Oh, and now Jen also has a... Okay, so she's busy collecting money. It appears that her boss never compensated for the work for the land grab versus SimCity. He's entitled 20% of the settlement. But a bit of time has passed and that money is most definitely worth more. Yeah. Jen doesn't seem to me like someone that's gonna let things get be a pushover, but then at the same time I feel like she's savvy enough to know not to make enemies of the land grabs. In times like this, I'm going to roll. If it's even, we'll do the first one. Odd, we'll do the second. It's a 5. So. Oh, no. She's demoted to legal secretary. Oh. Sure, yeah, Jen, you can bring Dina home. Well, Jen, we'll get you back up there. She wants to make friends with Dina. I think that's a good idea because you're going to want to get more friends. So let's just have you socialize with her. And then John. And then John will also have you serve lunch. I guess it's going to have to be lunch meat sandwiches because he doesn't know how to cook very much yet. He usually ends up getting a lot of cooking skills because he'll roll the wand as a family sim to cook, to get cooking skills. And I think he might need them for his job. I don't know. He doesn't need any yet, so. How are things going with Jen? You could click the other chance card and that back part Jen would have been fine. True. Yeah. Thankfully she just got demoted. Because then she'd have to get a new job and I don't think she'd like that. Oh, John got a cooking skill point. You believe that Sims could die during work through chance cards because of Randy Rogue's husband. I mean, we don't know what happened to him. I mean, it's kind of implied, I guess, that he drowned in the pool, but, like, maybe. But no, they don't die. They just can get demoted or fired. I definitely think that John would cut his losses until he realized that, you know, the family needed more money. Although this John, I don't know, because this John is, you know, my headcanon is that, first off, he's a secondary knowledge sim, but my headcanon is that he, like, really loves teaching and, like, he's an English teacher that really loves his job. He's, like, the advisor for the botany club. So maybe not this John, but John Burb in general. Oh, no, not clean up. I want you, John, to put these leftovers away so they don't go bad. Because, yeah, we don't want that. Yeah, but Jed would not like changing jobs. She is very work-driven, and I think she wants to do really well in work. And she's friends with Dina now, so let's actually send Dina home, and she needs some logic, some cleaning, and charisma. But I'm actually going to have her, I had him put away the leftovers, but she actually needs to eat something, so we'll have her get that. John wants to get another cleaning point. He needs another cleaning point, so let's actually get that. And then, John, what else do you need? he needs... Oh, and why don't you unclog that as well? Take a shower and then clean it. Yeah, I like the default replacements for this. And Dina definitely, I think, the little power suit. I think her and Jen both look good in the little power suits. I just wish that the suits came in some different colors because they're all the same. Although I guess that maybe like the grayish blue uniform like color is, you know, maybe a thing that the firm does. I don't know. For storyline purposes, maybe that's one of the popular colors. Oh, Lucy brought home Beau. Bottom Summer Dream, or Beau. She wants to make friends, so, and we need friends, so let's just go socialize. I do want to change Beau's outfit, I think. And I got some really cute hair, default hair replacements. And I have one in mind for her. So when we get to the Summer Dreams, I know that's a ways off, but when we get to the Summer Dreams, I'm going to gussy her up a little bit more. Jen, you're still hungry. Also, let's have you clean up that. Get some more leftovers, and then what skill? Is there a particular? No, it's just any skill point. Let's work on logic, since she needs 2 of those and 1 of everything else. So let's practice logic. She now has enough friends, though, for a promotion, so woot woot. Lucy loves fairy movies. Can you fly? What can I? Yeah. I think that Lucy would make really good friends. I also think that they make friends because I think Lucy's bio insinuates that she's maybe a little mischievous. Let me pull this up if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, she has a knack for getting in trouble, but she's so cute and friendly that most people never notice. So I feel like maybe these 2 could become friends and cause a little mischief together. I think that would be cute. Like, not like anything really bad, but, you know, just playing little tricks and stuff. And then Uncle Daniel's walking by. I don't think that Lucy is really close at all with... Yeah, she barely knows Daniel. Yeah, I could see them throwing water balloons. Or, like... I could also see Bottom being someone just because I feel like she'd be someone that would like something with glitter. She'd do some kind of prank with glitter, and you know that it'd be everywhere. Okay, he got his cleaning point, so I'm going to let him take care of his other needs. Oh, I send Jen out and it starts raining automatically. Oh, well. What are the girls doing over here? Are they friends yet? No, not quite yet. There's Melissa Fancy. I'm not sure I love this outfit on her, but it's not bad. We might eventually gussy up some of the townies, but not yet. Unless they're in something absolutely horrendous, I'm not going to gussy them out quite yet. I might do that. We might at one point have a stream where I go through and like gussy up some of the townies, or, you know, decorate something, or, you know, not a normal gameplay one, but that probably won't be for a while. Most of the default replacing and stuff I'll do off camera. All right, I know they're not friends quite yet. But, like, Lucy is getting super tired, so I'm gonna let her 15 more minutes of chatting with her friend, and then, oh, okay, never mind. We got it. Say goodbye. You made friends. Now go away. Go sleep in pajamas because you are super tired. And Jen, how are we doing on logic points? She got 1, but I'm going to let her go take care of her needs. Because she needs to take care of those. And then we'll have her do, just to make sure that she stays friends with people, I'll have her call AJ and Dina. And John's going to go eat. Have sandwich again. For a little while, it's going to be a lot of cereal and sandwiches until someone gets their cooking skill up really decently in this family. What I don't understand, though, is why John and Jennifer, who are supposed to have had jobs and stuff, don't have skills. I feel like they should. It's the same thing with the girls in the single household. I'm like, I feel like they should have some skills if they're right out of college. But, oh well. And what we'll have John do is we'll have him clean up, and we'll have him watch some TV to get his fun up before sending him to bed. Now, are you going to clean both plates up, please? Yes, thank you. Thank you, sir. And Jen's going to call her friends and just talk for a little while before going to bed as well. Because we don't want to lose these friendships. Where is... Oh, there's Lucy's homework. I'm going to put it there where I can find it easier tomorrow morning when she needs to do it. Although Lucy holding off to the last minute to do her homework probably isn't a great thing, but oh well. She can do that since she's in middle school. That's what I'm going to say. I'm also going to put down that John was promoted to elementary school teacher. And Jen was demoted. Hopefully she'll go back up, but she was demoted to legal biller. Legal biller. Okay. Or no, she was demoted down to legal secretary. Legal secretary. Okay. Hopefully she'll get back up to legal biller. Okay, John, you've had your fun, so let's have you go sleep in your pajamas. Maybe Lucy's rebellious side is kicking in because of Lilith. And Margot say, I could see that. I definitely think that Lucy looks up to her cousins. I think that both of them she looks up to, but for different reasons. I think, like you said, with the kind of rebellious and maybe the Lilith's, I don't care what anyone thinks attitude. But then I definitely feel like Lucy is like Angela in the whole, she is a pink girly. She is a, ball gown, princess crown kind of person. I don't think she has the same aesthetic as Lilith, but I think that she definitely likes Lilith's ability to at least pretend like she doesn't care. I think Lucy thinks that she doesn't care, and Lilith truly does sometimes care, but she's better at not letting people know. Because deep down, I think Lilith is rather sensitive. She just doesn't know how to express her feelings. And I blame her parents. So we'll let them sleep. Get through the night. I think what I'll do, if they have another girl, she can share the room with Lucy. If they have a boy or twins, we'll add on another room right here. Now, they have not tried for a baby yet. I'll have them do that probably soon, since John does have the want. I'm kind of hoping for right now that they only have one, then it's a girl, because that would be easier for me. I have played quite a bit of Sims 3 and 4. I actually own all of the Sims. I own 1 through 4. Personally, I don't dislike Sims 4, but I definitely feel that it's one where it doesn't have the same charm as Sims 2 and 3. But I personally, I like all of the Sims games. I know not everyone does, but I think that they all have their own charm. I just think that, honestly, Sims 2 is the best. The only problem that I've ever had with Sims 2 is, you know, it is older, so you do have to beautify quite a bit. Otherwise, you've got some interesting early 2000s clothing choices. And as someone who lived through that, I don't want to go back to that fashion. Jen and John are good parents. Yeah, I think that Jen and John are really good parents. I personally, because they've been away, don't think that they realize everything going on in the Pleasant household. I think because they've been living away, and I think that they don't really know why Lilith has such a rebellion. I think they might think it's like, oh, well, teenage girls rebelling, you know. I think they find it weird, but yeah. I don't think they know everything. Yeah, well, the thing with Sims 4, I think for it to appeal, I think Sims 4 is one of those ones that's very, either you love it or you hate it in most cases. There are very few people that are kind of in the middle. It's one of those games that's just like, either you love it or you hate it. I'm one of the few people, I think, that I know personally in my personal circle that like has neutral feeling towards it. Like I said, it's not my favorite, but I don't think that it's awful. I think it just has some flaws that could, I think, be fixed pretty easily. Okay. Lucy, after you do that, do your homework. John, you have to go to work. I'm sorry you're going to have to go to work hungry. Sorry. I'm actually going to have Lucy finish her sandwich. John, where are you going? Oh, you're going through the back door because someone's at the front door. Okay, sure. The sim logic of instead of going around the sim, you go through another door, but, you know, we accept that. That's just a Sims thing. Yeah, I do kind of agree that they weren't as ambitious after 3, but then I think after 3 they were trying not to overload the system, because I think Sims 3, their biggest strength is that there is so much, and there's so much that you can do, but that's also its biggest problem. There's just so much that some computers just cannot run it. Like, I don't think I could stream Sims 3, even though my computer is a really good computer and I can play Sims 3. I don't think that I could stream Sims 3, because I think if I streamed it and played at the same time, it would crash, honestly. I think it's just there's too much, unless I disabled like half the packs. Oh, Lucy's little outerwear is cute. All right. And now I'm going to say we wait until everyone gets home, but then again, we could get another chance cards today. I don't think we'll do it 2 days in a row, but you never know. Okay, and oh, Lucy's fun. When she gets home, I'm going to have her watch a movie or something because her fun is like, ew. How's everyone else? Okay, Lucy and John are home. John earned a good chunk of money, and John, I'm going to have you go take care of your needs. And Lucy, I am going to have you go watch TV. Well, actually, she wants to watch a movie, so we'll now have her watch a, not drama, how about a comedy about chickens? And she just made best friends with her dad. I love it. Lucy is definitely a daddy's girl. Like, I think she, you know, she's close. Well, she's not friends yet, but she's close with her mom. But, like, she's just very close with her dad. I think also because John's just, I think, spends more time because, not that Jen's not a good mom. I think she's a good mom. I just think that she's very ambitious in her job. So John spends more time, plus John's job allows him to have more time with Lucy. So I think that's why maybe she's closer, but also, you know, some people just are closer with one parent than the other, and I think Lucy is a daddy's girl. Oh, Lucy, I'll have you call your friends in a minute once you get your fun up because, oh my goodness, she went to school and, all right. Jen, you need some fun as well. Let's have you, well, Lucy's done with the TV, so we'll have you watch. And then Lucy, let's have you call your friends. The plates are smelly, yeah. We'll just talk. I think with this family, what they might need to do is hire a maid. Because honestly, they are busy people. So after Lucy's done with the phone, I think we'll have, unless someone has the one, I'll just have probably Jen call and do that. I'll have you talk to him. All right, he wants 2 mechanical. He wants another cleaning. I guess you can get another cleaning point. Jen just got a cooking point. She also wants to buy another bigger TV. I think you've got a decent one. And she wants to buy a car. I am going to lock in buy a car because I'm going to eventually get them a car. But right now, I don't want to spend too much. I say this after I say I'm going to get them a maid, but I don't want them to spend too much money because, like I said, eventually, well, and actually, you know what? This is a perfect time, so go relax. No, not sleep in pajamas. Go relax. And they're going to try for a baby. Next in my rotation is the oldies, which I am going to try to figure out something to make them entertaining because I know that some people, and I sometimes struggle with them, but we're gonna try and find something. But yeah, it'll be, next will be the oldies and then Kaylin Landgrack. And then after that, we'll be on to Strange Town. Okay. And you guys are going to try for baby. And while you do that, we're going to go spend time with Lucy. Well, Lucy, why don't you turn that off? Play some games. Yeah, I put down most of the bin families. Um, I have them spread out throughout the neighborhoods, though. So, like, all of the Veronaville ones are in there, all of the Pleasant View ones are in Pleasant View, all the Strangetown ones are in Strangetown, and then there are a few that are like in Blue Water Village and stuff. Oh, you should. There's a whole neighborhood for the bin families. Oh, that's interesting. They give them lore and memories, and that is nice because the bin families, unless they're like connected to like the burbs and stuff where they're connected, they don't get like a whole lot of background. Oh, here's Nervous. Nervous, who's in the Pleasant View. He likes to come to Pleasant View to escape Strangetown. Okay. So they're done. I don't want you guys going to bed quite yet, though. John, let's actually have you get the mail and pay the bills. And then, Jen, you need to use the restroom and take a shower. I don't remember if I have the... I might have the silent pregnancy. Either that or it didn't work. They... Okay. John, go get the mail. And Daniel's walking by again. Daniel keeps showing up. He's like, I don't know. Okay, Lucy, I'm sorry. I am going to wake you up and have you do your homework so that you in the morning can have some fun and stuff. Nervous shows up. The good households. The verbs are very stable. Yes. He longs for the stability of not living with the Beakers. I can't blame him, though. I would not want to live with the Beakers either. And now, Jen, you can go to sleep. And Lucy, after you didn't do that, you can go to sleep. No, Daniel walking by, you know, I know it makes sense, but I'm also just like, is Daniel walking by because he wants to talk to his sister? Maybe Daniel wants to talk to his sister because he's feeling guilty about what's going on with him cheating on Mary Sue. But then he chickens out because he thinks Jennifer will, Jennifer will tell Mary Sue, like Jennifer would tell Mary Sue. Like, I'm sorry to say, Jennifer may love her brother, but I 100% feel like she'd be like, no, you have to tell her. If you don't, I will. I feel like she'd also be like pissed off if she found out their brother was cheating. One thing I find though is that like Daniel and John in my games like never have a great relationship. Like Jen and Daniel sometimes have a really good one, sometimes they don't, just kind of depends. She usually has a decent one with Mary Sue. Like they're never like super close, but they're usually decent. Like they're friends. But John and Daniel just, I don't know. They never end up making friends. And I don't know if that's a me thing because like maybe I'm subconsciously don't want them to be friends, or maybe it's just that their personalities clash. But like they never end up being friends. What kind of relationship? Like I said, I think that Mary Sue and Jennifer are friends. I don't think they're like close. I for some reason don't see them as close. Especially because Jennifer has been living in the city and they've been living in the suburbs for a while. But I definitely feel like Jennifer respects Mary Sue enough that if she found out her brother was cheating, she may love her brother, but like she'd call him out. I think she's one of those people that's like, I don't care if you're family. You're not going to do that. That's awful. And maybe it's because John is loyal to his wife and Daniel isn't. That, yeah, maybe John senses that there's something off with Daniel and is just like, I don't want to be friends with him. Also, though, I can see it as like Daniel's really into sports and I don't think John is. So I could see it as they have nothing in common. Where's his interest? He has no interest in politics. He's like, nope. He has a lot of interest in food, culture, entertainment, money, health. Yeah, sports is about halfway. He could give or take it. He's not interested in work. He does not care about sci-fi or paranormal. He does have higher travel, so maybe at one point after, like, when they get older and have had all their kids, John and Jennifer could travel. Although, according to Sims 3 lore, traveling wasn't a great thing for them for their honeymoon, so, you know. Yeah, not much in entertainment either. High crime, though. I'm going to take a little detour. So, Jen also has no interest in politics. No, really, in crime. She does like food a lot. She also is into money, entertainment, culture, fashion. Not much in health. She does not care about sports, which I think is incorrect because she in Sims 1 was a sporty girl. I don't know about how I feel about that. She's into work, not much into school, toys, weather, paranormal, sci-fi, again, no interest. Travel, though, is also high for her. So yeah, I think maybe when they're older, they'll go travel or something. John likes reading crime mystery. Yes. Yeah, I could see John being into, like, reading mystery novels. I could see him, though, for some reason. He strikes me as the kind of person that reads those cozy murder mysteries, you know, the ones that are like, the person that gets killed was like this really, you know, awful, mean person. Like there's this series that I actually read. It's the Tea House Murder Mysteries. Those ones I could see him reading. All right. Jen, why don't we have you, I guess, just like take care of your needs and then do whatever. John, when you get up, you're also going to take care of your needs. Eat something. And then, oh yeah, I wanted to real quick, before I forget, I was going to put down a little garden for John to have. And we'll put down an apple tree too. Yeah, okay. And then you can plant a bunch of tomatoes. Yeah, maybe Jennifer grew out of it. I don't know. I feel like she'd have a little bit more though, like maybe more of knowledge, not so much like, but she'd have the knowledge of it. So I guess that would be something different. No, Jen, you're not going to go use that. You're going to... Ooh, but she does want a skill point. Let's have her get another logic one while she wants it. She still wants to purchase a community lot too, but again, maybe later you'll get that, Jen, but right now you're not going to spend too much money. And Lucy, when you get up, you also will take care of your needs and then have breakfast. And then we'll just let her do whatever she wants after that. She also wants to get a skill point. Um, I'll have her work on the skill point after school. Or actually, she could join Jennifer, spend some time with her mom playing chess. I know Alex and Dina spend a lot of time playing chess together because she needs it for work, and he just loves that chess table. Every time I play Sims 2 and I play with the Goth family, Alex as a child is like addicted to that chessboard. I actually want to, real quick, let's see if we can. This is a cute picture. Where is my thing? All right. Get a cute little picture of her. Their phone is ringing at 3 in the morning. I'm betting it's one of the hobby enthusiast people. We're not going to answer it. And John, what are you? Oh, let's go over here. John's just planting the tomatoes, although I planted it like the worst time because it's about to become, actually, John, don't waste too much money. I just realized it's about to become winter. So like we'll just water and take care of the ones we have, I guess. I just realized that it's almost winter and they'll die, so there's no point in really planting yet. But oh well. Alexander may have gotten knowledge of chess from Mortimer. Other kids won't play with him because they'll lose. He's a good sport, so he doesn't complain. Aw, Alex. The garden wall. Oh, yeah, I can make it into a greenhouse. How much? Why don't we... Yeah, so this way... Oh, that's too close to sim. Well, once he's out of there, I will add that other one on there. But yeah, he can have then his garden throughout the year. Yay! I'm glad you mentioned that because I completely forgot about that. Which means he can plant this other one, plant tomatoes, and then he can water that. So yeah, now he's got his little greenhouse. It's not a massive one, but that's fine. And then water that one, and then you can do whatever you want after that, John, because you're good to go to work like this. But I am going to have you move so that I can put that wall there. All right. Okay, now he's got his little greenhouse. That wasn't too expensive. And Jennifer, how are you doing? Ooh, she got 2 logic points. And then Lucy got hers. So what I'm gonna do is John and Jennifer, we're going to just have you try again. And Lucy, we will just have you... Well, Lucy, why don't you clean up in here? Oh yeah, River Blossom Hills is beautiful. I didn't add River Blossom Hills. It might be something that I do later. I don't want this Uberhood being too massive. But I might later on add like Desiderata Valley, which is one that I absolutely adore. River Blossom Hill. I will not add Belladonna Cove. That's just, I just won't. It's too much. Belladonna Cove is so massive. I know there are some people that play Mega Hoods and add all of them, including Belladonna. But for me, I'm just like, that is, whew, too much. I'm going to have Lucy compost that. River Blossom Hills also is just, it's really beautiful. Like, I think of all of the neighborhoods, they really made sure that the Seasons one was just very pretty. So I do love that about River Blossom Hills. Alexandra O'Mackey, though, is fun to play with. She's a very unique sim. She's a pirate, which I love. Okay. John, you gotta get up and go to work. Go, 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 sir. Oh, and the nanny's cleaning for them. How nice. Thank you, nanny. Which nanny is this? This is Karen Gast. And Jen, why don't you turn that off before you go? Yes, you choose her because she's a pirate. No, I get that. She's fun. She also comes with like a lot of stuff in her inventory that's like super expensive stuff that you can sell for big money. They also, yeah, they have the Roth family. The what did someone once call it? The budget store, Dollar Tree, whatever you want to say. I think it was Dollar Tree goth family, which is a little mean, but also I'm like, I get why some people are like, they're kind of a copy paste, but I think you can make them fun. Oh, so John really wants to impress the administrator with students. The district science fair, 2 students projects. So model of hypothesis hot cocoa brewed in a volcano, holographic gelatin projector. Both are top notch. Let's roll. Odd will be the first one, even will be the second one. 3. So Henry. He sends the, oh, he's forced to pay out of his own pocket. Well, oh well. He didn't get demoted or anything, so. But that's sad. Yeah, they lost money, which is not great, but they're still sitting pretty, so like there'll be enough for a remodel. John wants to bring home Kent Cat. Sure. Kent also works in the education career, so yeah. Why don't you become friends with Kent? Lucy didn't bring anyone home, so I'm gonna real quick have her do her homework, which she has an A now, yay. And then I'll have her do something fun. If it were successful, we would have gotten to pack it. 970. Darn. Either way, with those chance cards, you never know. I think that losing a little bit of money, though, is better than him getting fired or demoted. Oh, Lucy, go answer the phone. And then we'll have you, I'll have her, so she can get her fun up faster. I'll get her to play some video games. Did you get that perk for cheating chance cards, some of your skims? Oh, you mean like if they went to university and stuff? If they went to I have the thing where if they went to Academy Latour, they can ignore, usually it's 2 chance cards, but I don't think John or maybe Jen would have, but I don't think that John would have gone to Academy Latour. I feel like he would have been a Sim State. I don't think he's ambitious enough or has a rich enough family for Academy Latour. Jen, on the other hand, she's ambitious enough. She could have gone. I just, if I didn't actually play them in that college, I have a tendency to forget that I can even do that, because I usually only do it once it gets to the teens and on, that I actually send to university. But I mean, theoretically, like Jen, Mary Sue, Cassandra, I think that they all probably would have gone to Academy Latour. All of the Cap kids, so like Kent here. I feel like the Monties, like financially now, they could go to Academy Latour, but I don't. How do I put this? I don't think Patrizio would want any of his grandkids going to the same school as the Cap children. You know, I feel like he has like a bias or something. Oh, Jen, you are tired, girl. Go to sleep. Ooh. Lucy, go back to getting your fun up. Oh, yeah. I think that Kent and John would be great friends. I don't think Kent's having kids anytime. Well, I mean, he may adopt kids eventually because he is definitely, well, in my thing, he's gay, but I definitely think he would adopt eventually. But right now, no. He, though, like you said, it's probably great with his nieces and nephews, especially like Hall, I think. And Desdemona, like the littler ones. I think Miranda right now is going through her I'm too cool for adults phase, so. Alright, let's have him say goodbye. Oh, the business instinct. The aspiration benefits. I do not have any of those ones. I usually go for their primary and secondary aspiration, and then I start working on the work and then motives. Unless they're like the teens that sometimes powerhouse through things, and then I do that when they're in college. But no, I have a little cheat where if they went to Academy Latour, they can skip 2 chance cards. So, because I feel like Academy Latour is, hoity-toity, so should have an advantage of some sort. But it doesn't in game, so I just made my own up. But no, the Binsting's aspiration, I do not have that with any of them yet. Ooh, Lucy, why don't you go to the bathroom and go to bed too? This whole family is going to bed at 5 at night. They apparently were all up too early. Yeah. I definitely think even though Kent will eventually, go through the ranks, I'm just putting it that he's going to be an elementary school teacher. My headcanon is he's just an elementary school teacher permanently. Even if his, obviously he's going to rise through his career, but in real life, teachers don't really do that. So I'm just going to say he's an elementary school teacher because I feel like he's really good with kids. I feel like John is too, but I also feel like John would be an excellent, literature teacher. For some reason, he teaches regular literature classes, But my headcanon is he has like one advanced class with like Jane Austen books. I like making headcanons and stories for my Sims. Okay. Let's save while you guys are sleeping. Although they're all going to bed at like 6 o'clock at night, you're like, huh, what's going on with you guys? And then it looks like it's about to be winter. Oh, Jen is pregnant. I must have the silent pregnancy mod. I can't always remember which mods I've installed and uninstalled. This is going to be its... Yes, Lucy... Well, yeah, her going to bed at 6 makes sense, yeah. And then Lucy's going to be a teen in 4 days. Jen, though... Yay! We're going to have a baby. She's going to be, though, pregnant for a while. Poor Jen. She's going to be pregnant for everyone else's turns in this round. Poor girl. What is it, permanent pregnant? Oh, well. Next time she'll have the baby. And then take care of your needs. I love how the kids sleep just like this. It's very... This is how children sleep sometimes, is with a sprawled out and everything.
Just a minute. It'll be a little bit, okay?
Hi. Your dinner is not for another 5-10 minutes, sir. Wait till after my stream. Sorry, my dog right now is like, it's almost 5 o'clock. You should be feeding me now, but it's not 5 yet, so he has to wait. She's gonna be like that automatically. Yes. What is it? Her name? The mom of the Ottoman family. I can't remember. Her name escapes me. Oh my goodness. What is her name? I want to say Lisa, but that's the Ramirez mom. I don't remember. You'd think I'd remember that, but I don't. All right. Lucy, why don't we have you get up as well? Oh, it's midnight and everyone's getting up. Well, it's Saturday, so they don't have to be anywhere. Samantha, yes, Samantha is the mom, the one that's perma-pregnant. And then Lucy, why don't you make your bed? And then Jen, you're gonna make this bed. And then you need to have some fun. Why don't we have you play your instrument? And John will go out to his garden and tend the garden. Oh, wait, what does that? Tend many, water many, and that tree doesn't need to be trimmed quite yet, although it kind of looks like it. And Lucy's already done her homework. She wants to read a novel. Unfortunately, we don't have any written novels, so we can just have you read a children's book. Sorry, Lucy, no one's written a book yet. Maybe she'll write a book later on. You know all the Ben families by heart. I know most of them, but I can't always remember everyone's name. Like I can remember the families and I can remember like some of the names and some of the like backstories, but I can't remember everyone's name. I know the ones that are connected to like Pleasant View, Strangetown, and Veronaville pretty well, but that's only because I've played those three neighborhoods so much. Also, I feel like Pleasant View is like the iconic one that everyone knows. You had a violin player in real life. As a neighbor in real life, it's not pleasant. Yeah, I played the violin, and it's, especially when you're first learning, it does not sound good. Yeah. It's also not fun if you have thin walls. I know that some places, some apartments have really thin walls, and that can make things worse. And John, also, I'm going to have you clean up all of these the leaves. Oh, so read a novel is only if they've written a novel. Oh well. Oh well. But once it hits 6 o'clock with this family, I think we'll be done with this stream because we're just about out of time. And they're just about done with their round, which means that we finish the burbs, and then next week we'll move on to the oldies, which again, I'm going to try and find some fun things to do with them just because I don't want them to be one of those ones that everyone's like, the oldies round. Because I think I can make them fun. They just gotta be doing some stuff. I think part of the reason why they're not as much fun is because they don't have like an obvious, what should we do with them? Whereas like other families, it's like, oh, they've already got drama going on. So we just need to make drama for the oldies. Sounds bad when I say it that way, but it's true. We need to make drama. Jen, why don't you eat something again? Go to the bathroom. Just take care of her needs. Because I do not have the miscarriage mod. I cannot add that for my own sanity. I don't think that I could handle that one. But I don't want her like falling asleep or wetting her pants or something. Oh, is this that's the hobby person telling John that he got, I think, access to the hobby lot. Yes, he can now go to Peerless Park. I never really go to the hobby lots, but we might do that with John eventually. Might be fun. Let him do the nature stuff. And Lucy is watching. I envision that this is supposed to be like Power Rangers or some kind of thing like that. She's watching the Sims version of Power Rangers or something. No. Add to compost. That's what we want to do, not plan. Want to add to compost. But with that, we are done for the day. We are done with the burbs. And like I said, next week we will be playing with the oldies. And maybe moving on to Kaylin. We'll have to look and see how long the oldies take. But thank you all for showing up. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.